Got a dream in a tear last night, watched the world fade out of sight. Seen the ghosts of time preside, eagles soared and falcons cried. Sleeping phoenix on a rise. Abundance and strange the skies.
Hello, and welcome to Phoenix Rising, and nice that you're here. Interesting, coming up, by the way, in 2 weeks on Saturday. I'm holding a free 3-part course called My Guide to the Rave Chart. And there are still some seats available, though hundreds of people are already registered. But there is room there, and if you're really interested in getting a deeper understanding of your own design, the way the body graph operates, the impact that it has on you, the insights that it can bring for you and in relationship to the charts of others, then please take advantage of this opportunity. It is free. And all you need to do is contact our office at jovianarchive.com, and request a registration, a place for the course. So I hope you'll take part. And the other thing is that this coming weekend I'm going to be in Madrid, and it's always exciting to continue the radical transformation program and to be able to really bring the possibility of how you can truly transform your life, how deeply effective it is to follow the regimens of the body, the dietary regimen, the environment of the body, in order to be able to establish the platform for awareness, for the transformation of the consciousness itself. And so I'm looking forward to seeing all my old friends and new ones in Madrid. And to all of you, the 9th annual Human Design event is coming up in Toronto, and for those of you in North America, there's a great program, and I hope that I'll get to see lots of you there, particularly those of you that are relatively new to human design. I opened the event with a 3-day immersion program. And by the way, in that immersion program, you can come with, you can come with a friend, you can come with your partner, and take advantage of our offer for partnerships coming to the immersion program and being involved together. And I certainly hope that you'll take advantage of that. But anyway, enough of all this promotion about where I'm going to be and what's going on, and let's get on with the show.
Black man on violent case, wonderful face, full of light, full of light.
Hello, and welcome to this closing segment on the opening stages of the New Year's cycle. It really is the point at which the power to get things going, that it really finds a point, in a sense, of direction. We know, of course, that the new year begins with the 41st gate, and obviously the 30th gate is the harmonic gate to the 41 in this channel of recognition through feelings. And so we have a life force that is being completed for the first time in this movement of the opening of the new cycle. This combination of initiating through the 41 and finding its harmonic in the 30 sets a pattern. And the 30 is the gate of the fates. I love this gate. It is a beautiful thing. I've looked at it all my life. I'm a 41 and I don't have the 30. And this gate of the fates, it is deep seduction on one hand, because it is a gate of emotional desire that burns, desire that cools, that rises and falls. But it's also something else. It is a mirroring of a pattern. It is the experiential way. It isn't the patterned way. The patterned way starts with the 58 and goes to the 18. It's all about structure. It's all about one thing at a time. It's all about building the pattern so you build to perfection. But the abstract process isn't like that. And the 30th gate, this gate of the fates, is an essential ingredient in the human experiential way because it creates diversity. And the way that it works is that you're 41 and all this movement, all this pressure as you push out into the new cycle, that all this pressure begins to have a kind of impression of where it is going. And then you get to the 30th gate. And the 30th gate says to you, you really think you're going to be able to do that? I mean, really? Nah, that's not going to happen. It's the 30th gate that stands there and says, yeah, it's very nice that you have this idea. If you do this, this, and this, you'll get that. We're going to stand in your way, and we're going to create an obstruction, an obstacle in your way that says, excuse me, find another way. Find another way. And you see, one of the things that you have to deal with this week, because we have a very strong, full week, the first 6 days of this week with the influence of the sun in the 30th gate, how important it is in this moment to cut through the desire and to see what is going to be in the way, to see the obstacles. And in seeing the obstacles, not to back down. Don't turn away from the reality of it. The 30th gate is about how we accept life, deal with the experience. But see it, do not go blindly forward. See what you have to deal with. And in seeing what you have to deal with, you will find your way. It may not be the way that you assumed it would be, but that is not what this is all about. And if you honor your strategy and authority, you will navigate this plane with ease. With ease. And that the way that you find, that way that wasn't your 1, 2, 3 gets there, that way is your experiential process, your unique adventure on this plane. And in living that fully, you live fully the success of the cycle. See what's in the way. See what you have to deal with. And then, well, just navigate correctly and watch it unfold. All right, hello and welcome to your weekly neutrino weather forecast. And this is really a 30-29 week, the sun in the 30th gate and the earth in the 29th gate. And, you know, as I talked about in the stages of the new year, it's something really to keep in mind about understanding that life and the flow of life is not going to be something that is going to be predictable. The 30th gate always stands there and says, now, rethink, relook at where you think you're going. Because in fact, there's probably obstacles in the way and you should really know what they are. We also have the continuation of the North Node, and the North Node in its relationship with Saturn, that is Saturn in the 57th gate, and the Node in the 10th gate, and of course we have the channel of perfected form. And again, one of the most powerful things about this ongoing transit is the way in which it's conditioning behavior in people. And it's conditioning behavior in which at the beginning of what they think is their new year, you know, they think that they have a different kind of behavioral pattern that's now going to work for them, when in fact that transit's going to go away. You know, that transit is going to lead to a lot of dilemmas for people who are suddenly going to feel like, you know, they don't really know how to act in order to get what they need in order to survive. But I think one of the most fascinating aspects of the week, and something that you can really, really watch, is going to be Jupiter in the 17th gate. We have Jupiter in the 17th gate throughout the whole week. And the 17th gate is the gate of opinions. And it's a hanging gate. It's hanging there, and there's no 62 at the other end. That is the gate of detail that forms this channel of, you know, the organizational process, the whole logical pattern process of the mind. When we have an activation like this in which the whole planet is going to be dealing with the activation of the 17th gate, you got to understand something. Opinions are going to be everywhere. And if you scratch them, you're going to see there's not a lot of facts. You know, there's just that hanging 17 and all those opinions that are going to fill the air. Watch the talking heads, the newspapers, all of that. You know, your news feed and your Facebook page, and you'll see opinions flying, but there will be a dearth of facts. And again, you know, when you're in a program like this and you get all these human beings with their opinions, you know, it's very easy through numbers for lies to become temporary truths. Be very careful about opinions that are not substantiated by facts, because it's really in the weather this week. I mean, part of the neutrino forecast is so that you can take the role of passenger. that you can watch the movie unfold in front of you. Well, watch the opinion movie. It can be very funny. It can also be a tragedy for others. It all depends on the perspective. But for you, follow your strategy and authority, and the weather is just there for your pleasure. Have a good week. It's one of the byproducts of my touring, taking radical transformation into the live aura environments, and really beginning to try to get across something that's really so profound about correctness in this life. It's not just about strategy and authority. I talk about strategy and authority all the time because this is the very surface. It's the catalyst. It's a catalyst. It catalyzes the potential for a real transformation, the transformation of the life. And yet the body is the life. And the transformation of the body is something that is so extraordinary and so possible when one understands one's mechanics. You know, it's one of the basic ingredients of transformation is dietary regimen. That is, each and every one of us are designed to eat in a specific way based on certain conditions or circumstances. It is this behavioral regimen in relationship to nutrition based on the conditions or the circumstances that leads to the differentiation of a human being. When you digest correctly, what you are empowering is the imprints inherent in you that are there to distinguish you from all other things. And yet one of the things that's so extraordinary about dietary regimen, that is primary health system, is that the digestive system that is attuned and is aligned to what is correct transforms the life around it. It transforms, it changes not just simply the physical body, but changes everything in relationship to that physical body, impacts the environment around it. You know, if you're somebody whose dietary regimen asks that you be quiet while you eat, it isn't just about being quiet while you eat. It's about understanding that the longer you follow your practice, the more you will realize that your life is becoming quiet. And it is in that quietness that the gifts of your awareness, that the potential of your sensory acuity is all heightened. It is the nature of transformation at its purest, and its purest. And it all begins with understanding something about the nature of being unique. It begins with cleaning the body. It is a cleansing process to align yourself to what is correct for you in the way in which you take food into your system. And in changing the body, you establish the platform for the true changing of the life. Something to really consider. This is the journey. This is your way in your perfected form.
Got a dream in a tear last night, watched the world fade out of sight. Seen the ghosts of time preside, eagles soared and falcons cried. Sleeping phoenix on a rise. Abundance and strange the sky.